Hello everyone, welcome back to HDcast episode 11. I am your host, Hector Delgado Jr. And after a few months, HDcast is finally back. And with quarantine going on, obviously with all the sports being canceled and whatnot, they're actually rerunning some old NBA finals last night. And I was actually watching the Lakers-Celtics finals from 2010 last night. And it got me thinking that it was actually one of my favorite finals that I ever remember. And it was actually probably the first finals that I ever remember watching. So I started thinking, and today I'm actually going to do a top 10 NBA finals of this past decade for you guys. And also with that, I'm going to be kind of ranking them into 3 tiers. It's going to be the trash tier ones, mid tier, and then legendary. So first off, I just want to say that this is all really subjective. It's all just my opinions and feelings and how I remember things. So it's all very subjective, so nobody get too serious in the comments down below. But with that being said, guys, let's get into it. So starting off the trash tier at number 10, it's going to be the 2018 NBA Finals, featuring the Cavs and the Warriors. And as you see later on in the video, I really don't like the Cavs and Warriors Finals, but we'll get into that later. So the Warriors ended up sweeping this one 4-0, and that's the first sweep in the NBA Finals since 2007. And for me, this was just such a boring finals to watch. The finals were supposed to be competitive and fun and the best of the best, and that's really just not what happened. The Cavs just looked so outmatched, and LeBron was literally the only one doing anything. The only good moment from it was his 51 near triple-double, but that was ruined by J.R. Smith. And after that, the series was just super uninteresting. So that's why it's at number 10. On to number 9. So this is going to be the 2017 NBA Finals, also featuring the Cavs and the Warriors. And the Warriors won this one as well, 4-1. And this was a slightly better matchup because the teams were a little more equal with Kyrie Irving and everyone being in there. And this was, like I said, a slightly better matchup, but it was just completely forgettable. I generally don't remember anything that happened in that finals. And when you're talking about the NBA Finals, it really shouldn't be something that's that forgettable. And I really can't remember any good moments from it, so that's why I just ranked so low. On to 2015. Our number 8 is gonna be the 2015 Cavs Warriors Finals. Again, Warriors won this one 4-2, and this was slightly more fun because it had a few more plot points and it was a little more competitive. But again, Warriors were super overmatched to them, and this was before they had Kevin Durant, which we'll get into later. But it was just fun watching LeBron going off and having a 30-point triple-double almost every night, and also the weird storyline of Matthew Dellavedova clamping down on Steph Curry. That was always fun to watch, and it was a really exciting finals to watch, but still trash tier. So on to 7, we're hitting our mid-tier finals. So these are pretty good, but not super memorable ones. So starting off, this is a pretty special one to me, but it's going to be the 2012 finals with the Miami Heat and the Oklahoma City Thunder. If anyone knows me, you know that I am an Oklahoma City Thunder fan, so it does hurt watching them lose. But the Heat ended up winning this one 4-1. And the reason this was such an exciting finals to watch was because at the time, the narrative was it was 2 of the NBA's brightest young stars, 2 cornerstones of the NBA, Kevin Durant and LeBron James, going at it for the first time. And everyone thought it was going to be like a battle of like Magic versus Larry, or Jordan versus Magic. You know, just 2 iconic players going head to head. It wasn't as competitive as people would have wanted, but it's cool. I mean, LeBron won his first ring on that one, so it was a really memorable finals. But still, such a short series, and the Thunder looked just outmatched. So that's why it's a little bit lower on my list. On to number 6, we have the 2019 NBA Finals from this past year. And this was a 4-2 win for the Raptors. And it was just super exciting finals to watch because it was just an underdog story for the Raptors. I know myself personally, before the finals started, I didn't think the Raptors had a chance to win this game at all. So with them ending up winning and Kawhi just dominating the way that he did, it made such a fun finals to watch. And honestly, like I've mentioned before, I didn't like the Warriors dynasty, so it was an end of an era, and it was really fun to watch them lose. But the reason it was dropped down so low is because there was so many injuries to like Kevin Durant, Klay Thompson, DeMarcus Cousins, and you never want to see a finals with too many injuries because it always leaves an asterisk on it. So that's why it's ranked at number 6. So at number 5, we have the 2014 Spurs versus Heat. And this was a 4-1 win for the Spurs. And it was a short series, but it was absolutely pure basketball excellence from the San Antonio Spurs. I mean, the ball movement, teamwork, passing, it was just an absolute clinic, and that's why they won in such a dominating fashion. And it was also fun to watch because it was the last championship of the Spurs dynasty, and it was really the end of an era for that big three group. And it was just a really good finals to watch. At the end of the day, it was a 4-1 blowout, so that's why I don't rank it quite as high on my list, but still fun finals to watch. On to number 4. This is going to be the last of our mid-tier ones, and this was a really good finals to watch. So it's going to be the 2011 Mavericks versus the Heat. And the Mavericks ended up winning this series 4-2. And the reason that this finals was so memorable and exciting to watch was because this was the peak of LeBron hatred. So this is right after he had moved to Miami, and everyone hated him and the big three. So at the time, everyone was so happy to watch Dirk and company take them down. That's a lot like the 2019 Warriors. And also, Dirk and company put up just a basketball clinic themselves. Dirk put up like 30 every night. He just looked unstoppable. So that's why it's at number 4. So on to the legendary tier. So these are the last 3 that I personally think are the best in the decade, and not only that, we're going to remember these for decades to come. So starting it off at number 3, it's going to be the 2010 finals versus the Lakers and Celtics. And so the Lakers ended up winning this series 4-3, and the reason this is such a memorable finals, I mean, Lakers, Celtics, 7 games, Kobe, KG, Paul Pierce, Ray Allen. I mean, so many stars, need I say more? I mean, Lakers, Celtics, 2 of the biggest franchises in NBA history going at it. And it was just such an iconic one. And like I said, it was one of the first that I personally watched and that I remembered. And so it has a special place in my heart, but it's going to be at number 3. So at number 2, 2 and 3 I could kind of interchange. Both were really, really good. The only reason that number 2 edges out number 3 because it was more recent, so I remember it a little bit more fondly. But with that being said, this could be the 2013 Spurs versus Heat. So, the Heat ended up winning this one in 7 games, and the reason it's so high on the list, it has so many big moments, and one of the biggest moments in finals history. In Game 6, Ray Allen's corner 3 to save the Heat from losing. And now to mention, yes, that shot was important, but for anyone who discredits LeBron scored like 13 points before that, so to even keep them in the game. And LeBron had one of the best finals in NBA's history. And there were just so many talented basketball players on the court. You had the old school big three of Tim Duncan, Manu Ginobili, and Tony Parker, and versus the new big three of Chris Bosh, Dwayne Wade, and LeBron. And so it was these clashing styles that made it so exciting to watch and really memorable. And it was one of my favorite finals to watch. But with that being said, we all know it was going to be at number 1, at least I think it should be at number 1. So it's going to be the 2016 Cavs versus Warriors. So the Cavs ended up winning this series in 7 games. And how is this not number 1? How could it not be? This was the greatest NBA Finals in the past decade, with the historic 3-1 comeback for the Cavs, which has never happened in NBA Finals before. And it had sparked so many moments, like Kyrie Irving shot from the corner over Steph Curry, and of course the blocked by James moment, one of the biggest moments in NBA history, where he chased down blocks Andre Iguodala. And it was just such a fantastic finals, and we've never seen anything like it, and we probably won't ever see anything like it again. So that's why it's going to be number 1. And so that's all from me, guys. With that being said, what was your guys' favorite finals from the past decade and why? Go ahead and let me know in the comments down below. And also, if you guys did like this top 10 video, let me know, give it a like and drop a comment. And if you guys want to see more top 10 videos like this, let me know. And that doesn't just mean just basketball or just sports. If you guys want to see a top 10 Super Bowls list, or you guys want to see a top 10 MLB World Series list, or even out of sports, top 10 rap artists, whatever you guys want to see, comment down below and let me know. So that's all for me today, guys. If you guys did like the video, like I said, drop a like, comment, subscribe, and also share this video. And thank you guys for listening. Have a good one.